Good afternoon again, everybody. John Carter, and we kind of got the second part of our doubleheader here with the cross country from the players from the girls team, Kara Donaldson, Maureen Brunner. Congratulations, welcome, girls. I'm very happy to have you here with us. Kind of the start out with the kind of the same general questions, and should mention Coach Jess McDonald is not able to join us today, so you guys are going to have to fill in and talk about the team as a whole and really do the more difficult part of the interview. So tell me a little bit, Jessica, how's the team been doing so far this year?
We're doing pretty good. We have a lot of returners from last year, and we've definitely improved all of our times. Everyone's been PRing.
Okay, personal record, and sorry,
Yeah.
Kara, not Jessica.
Yeah.
And Maureen, what are some of the strengths of the team you think this year?
I'd say we're a tough group. We're really gritty this year. We really push through those hard practices. Nobody slacks off on speed works, and those are the really hard practices where you just want to stop and you're really tired, and it's just repeats of the hardest runs you can do. But then everybody has been really good about working super hard and just never giving up.
And Kara, you mentioned you guys did speed work today. It's about 85 degrees out. What was that like?
It was wonderful. We got to watch the football players get water breaks while we were doing 400s in a row. It was wonderful.
So what's been one of your best meets so far, Maureen?
Personally, or as a team?
As a team.
As a team, it's hard to say. I think we all performed really well at Algonac. We had a lot of PRs. We performed really well at Harbor Beach. We had a lot of PRs there, so I'd say probably Harbor Beach.
Okay, and for everyone, PRs are personal records.
Yeah.
Now, the team, do you have goals as a team when you go into the year?
Yeah, we go to a cross-country camp at the very end of summer. We stay for a week in the middle of the wilderness with no electricity or running water and run 2 times a day. But
sounds like just loads of fun.
Yeah, it actually.
Do the phones work?
No, it's actually the best part of my entire year because you really just get to connect with your teammates. But Coach always sits us down and we set team goals, personal goals, and pick captains.
Okay, and from your perspective, you mentioned the toughness. Is this team an inexperienced team or a more experienced team this year, Maureen?
I'd say it's pretty, it's half and half.
Okay.
Because age-wise, we have a lot of seniors, but most of these girls joined partway through high school. So we are all made up of a team that's been running for about 2 years mostly.
Me and Maureen are the only people that have run all 4,
Yeah,
and we have mostly seniors on the team.
Interesting. Yeah. So why did they pick it up? Just your glowing personalities, or?
We have 0 freshmen this year.
Yeah.
But like Maureen said, we have no complainers.
Okay.
It's one of the best groups I've personally gotten to work with. But everybody wants to work hard, do well. They join the cross-country team.
Maureen, how did you get started?
Well, my older sister ran cross-country when I was really young, and so I would always go to her meets, and I saw him, and I saw how much fun she had, and I thought it was super cool, and so then we ran road races together when I was in middle school, and I just figured out that I didn't want to stop. I just wanted to keep going and running, and I loved it, and I loved pushing myself, so I joined the cross team.
How about you, Kara? How'd you start?
Well, I always grew up the fat person. I was always the overweight one, and I honestly don't know why I got out of bed and joined cross country that first week of summer, but I did it freshman year, and I've lost 40 pounds, and I've been in the best athletic shape of my life.
That's amazing. That's
been great.
That's a great story.
Yeah.
What do you like about cross country?
I really like that you can do as well as you want. You don't have to rely on anyone else. It's all up to you. You choose how hard you want to work. You choose how great you want to be, and I think that's really cool. You don't have to rely on anyone else.
Did anybody else in your family run, or did you just kind of come up with your own idea?
No one in my family has ever run cross country, and honestly, they all think I'm psycho. I don't think my dad's ever run more than a mile in his life.
So what are your strengths as a runner?
I am the person that starts off, everyone's like, oh man, she's going to be slow, but then I finish how I start. I don't ever slow down. It's really helped throughout this year. I've made it to the 3rd fastest on the team, and I've actually medaled at almost like probably all but 2 meets this year, and it's just been great.
That's interesting. How about you, Maureen? What are your strengths?
I'd say probably just like toughness, like not to sound like I'm great or anything, but I just like I really
Number
love.
one.
Yeah.
But I just feel like I'm a really tough runner. Like I know how hard I can go, and I know when I'm not pushing myself hard enough, and I always make sure to like really make myself go harder.
How do you prepare for the season, Kara?
We start running the second week of summer. We get 1 week off, and then we practice every single morning at 8 a.m. sharp. And we start off our program we have for the girls. We usually start running 3 to 4 the first couple of weeks, and then as summer gets on, we pick it up, throw in some 5 or 6ers, and keep building up.
What's the hardest part of cross country for you?
I'd say the heat. Running in the heat is the worst. Like, it's so bad for me. Like I hate it.
Yeah, but as you go along, one of the nice things about fall sports is it starts hot, but then it moves along, and by the time you're ready for divisions and regionals and states, you're well into October, and it should be somewhat cooler anyways, right?
It's supposed to be.
Yeah. So, Kara, you play a number of other sports. How has cross country helped you prepare for those? And by the way, congratulations. Tell us about your success in soccer.
Oh yes, I just signed to a Clair University. I'm going to be the goalie next year.
And where is that?
It's in Howell, Michigan.
Okay.
Yep, and I got a lot of money for academics and a lot of money for sports, so I'm pretty
Congratulations.
excited.
Congratulations.
Burden taken off of my schedule. Yep.
So how has it? How is
Well,
cross country helped you?
Like I said, I was always the slower kid, and now like I go into basketball. We start off, it's hell week. We do sprints pretty much the whole time, suicides, and I'm pretty much like unfazed compared to everyone else because it's just a normal day of practice for me. And then we get into soccer season, and I'm the goalie. I'm supposed to just be standing there, and I'm the only one that makes it through practice pretty much the whole time. So it's definitely helped my endurance.
Yeah. What's changed for you? I mean, you've been running, you said 4 years. You're a senior now. Mm-hmm. From when you started out as a freshman, and you came into high school and you know, working with your coach and obviously the more experienced girls, what's changed for you from then till now and as a senior captain?
I really relaxed, like stress-wise. I used to get really stressed out about races, really freaked out. Like the whole like pushing yourself really hard was always like tough for me when I was like a freshman or a sophomore. I would really psych myself out, and now it's just like a lot easier to just like accept that like it's gonna hurt, like whatever.
Get through it, right?
It's fine, yeah.
What about I asked Kara, and she's kind of sounds like she just goes the same pace and pounds it. What's your running style? We'll call it.
Well, I really love consistency, like Kara. I think it's one of the most important traits you can have as a runner. Is to just be consistent, and be consistent in hard work. Though it's like really important.
Because you'll see the girls that go out the race sprinting the first mile, and then you're like, what are you doing? And you pass them on the second mile, just give them a little smile. But yeah.
What are some of the things you've taught your younger players, or younger runners, I should say, on the team, Kara, from your experience?
Well, definitely the atmosphere's changed on our team. We no longer have like the complaining we used to have. I think everyone really wants to work well, and we know that we're not as skilled as other teams talent-wise. Like we have a lot of people that just want to work hard, and so we all know we have to, if we want to place well, we're not like physically gifted. We have to actually put in the hard work. That's what we tell them every day.
And again, I've interviewed lots of teams, and almost always when there's co-captains, there's kind of the nice cheerleader co-captain and tough love, we'll call it, co-captain. Which are you, Maureen, and why?
Well, I'm probably the tough love captain. Like I say, I really value toughness and hard work, so I make it clear to everyone on the team that I expect nothing less than that every day at practice.
And what about you, Kara? How's your role different? Do you have to pick them up after Maureen kind of?
Yeah. Maureen gives them the stern talking to, and I just go, "It's okay, guys, we're fine." But I pretty much I'm the jokester on the team. Maureen says something stern, I'll crack a nice joke, get everybody's morale back up. But yeah.
Do you guys actually plan it at all? I mean, obviously you.
Sometimes, honestly, we did a couple times. Like there was one day we had a new girl that just started out, and she was struggling a little, and Maureen gave her a strict talking to, and then afterwards I was like, it's gonna be fine. Keep going.
That's funny. If you think about a successful cross-country runner, Maureen, what kind of traits, what kind of characteristics does that girl have to have?
She's got to have tenacity. She's got to be gritty. She's just got to not care about the pain. She's just got to have a certain level of relaxation where it's just she's mentally tough. That's the biggest one, mentally tough. That's the best thing I could say.
All right, I'm going to give you guys a chance to break a 5 or 6 year string. What's your preference, a hilly course or a flat course?
Flat.
Flat.
No one likes hills.
No.
So what's your favorite course that you run, Maureen?
Algonac, for sure. I love Algonac.
How come?
So it's super flat. It's really fast. A lot of it's in the woods, and it's got a really nice track finish, so you always know how much you have left then. And then there's a bunch of people. It's a really great atmosphere to go fast.
What about you, Kara? What other courses do you like?
My favorite course is Algonac as well, but I just have my favorite running memories there. My freshman year, I went really, really hard because that was the year I was absolutely slow and terrible, and I actually made varsity for one race at Algonac.
Oh, that's cool.
So, yeah.
That's really neat. So it's a while. I mean, you're out there running for a while. Do you sing songs in your head? Do mathematical problems? How do you pass the time?
Well, sometimes I'll accidentally get songs stuck in my head, and sometimes they're really stupid songs, and then you just get annoyed because they're just stuck in your head. I babysit these 2 little kids, so I had Disney songs stuck in my head all the time. But yeah.
Do you have what kind of strategy do you have? Do you know who you have to beat, Kara, if you're in a certain position on your team? Do you know the girls you have to finish above in a race?
Well, I just like to show up and run, but I know who I need to beat on my team in order to improve. And we have a big thing for our team, and the guys' team do too. We have bags, and the top 7 runners get a bag with 1 on it, 2 on it, 3 on it, 4 on it, and I'm always motivated to get the next highest up number bag. So I'm Annalise is number 3. I got to get that back this week. But yeah, that's what I do.
What kind of idiosyncrasies does Coach McDonald have? Is there anything that kind of stands out when you're running a race with her?
I don't know. I mean, she just kind of she's pretty chill when we're racing.
She's very motivational. You see her at one stop, and then you run probably a 800, and she's already at the next one. You're like, how did you do that? But yeah.
So tell me about the rest of the season, Maureen. What's next, and what are some of the key meets coming up?
Well, we have MAC champs next. That's next week. On Thursday, I'm pretty sure. And then
where will that be?
That will be at Metro Park.
Okay.
And then we have regionals after that, and that'll be at Algonac. And then depending on if the team can make it, we have states, and if not, then individuals. We'll see how many of the girls make it for that.
So who are some of the key rivals for those steps in the MAC and in regionals?
Our number 1 rivals definitely Marysville.
Okay.
They are ranked really high. They have a lot of experienced natural talent on their team, which we just have to compensate with hard work.
And how about the regions?
Right now, we're ranked 5th in the region. But
so, and as I understand it, it's the top 3 basically
Yeah.
gets into state. So who do you have to beat, you think?
Well, it's not out of reach to make it right now. the two teams ahead of us are very beatable. I think we lost to Marine City by 2 points, or
2 points.
2 points, which is literally we had to pass 2 people.
Right.
So it's not completely out of reach. It's very doable at this point.
Well, listen, thanks very much for coming in. You guys did a great job. Good luck on the rest of the season. Good luck both at the MAC meet and regionals, and then hopefully you'll make the states. Again, Maureen Brunner, Kara Donaldson, thanks again for coming in. And that concludes our doubleheader on the boys and girls cross country teams. Hope you enjoyed it. This is John Carter saying goodbye, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye, everybody.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
Oh, well, finally nice to meet you.
Thank you.